Howdy ho, Andrew here. Welcome to the Onion Buns and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Oilers. So, it's the summertime blues. So, there's not really a lot of news, but there's a lot of discussion. So, this episode's going to be about those different discussions. All right, this is interesting. Oilers listed among teams who got noticeably weaker this offseason. And I agree with that, but I'm going to read the article to you because I have a feeling I agree, but for different reasons. So here's what the article had to say. Fans have been critical of how the Edmonton Oilers hockey operations staff performed during the offseason. And some members of the media are now pointing out the team's shortcomings heading into the 25-26 campaign. On Tuesday, Matt Larkin of Daily Faceoff put out a list of the 5 franchises in the NHL that got worse over the last couple of months, along with the Colorado Avalanche, Los Angeles Kings, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Winnipeg Jets. The Oilers are viewed as a team that diminished during the offseason. It's not all that difficult to see why there is concern in Edmonton. Despite a team having just come off a second straight trip to the Stanley Cup Final, General Manager Stan Bowman went out and acquired capable pros in Andrew Mangiapane, Curtis Lazar, and Riley Stillman. Bowman then orchestrated a trade that led the Oilers receiving Hobey Baker Award winner Ike Howard rights from the Tampa Bay Lightning. That said, Edmonton lost a lot of veterans who were vital in the team's success over the last few years, as Connor Brown, Corey Perry, Evander Kane were among the names who left town this summer. Larkin acknowledges that the Oilers had to offload some money to make room for Leon Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard's pay bumps, as well as Captain Connor McDavid's contract extension. Yet the assets that have moved from the Alberta capital have left holes that the team has to fill, making the roster a little more shallow than it's been. It has to sting to lose this much from the bottom half of your lineup, Larkin wrote. Of the 23 skaters who dressed for games during Edmonton's run to the 24-25 Stanley Cup Finals, 6 are gone. That's 26% of the lineup turnover. Before we even factor in that first line right winger Zach Hyman isn't a lock to be ready for the opening night. Even if freshly acquired Howard defies the odds and immediately effective in the NHL, despite 0 minutes of pro experience,